Chat, how we doing tonight? Concacaf Champions Cup is officially back, and tonight we have a matchup between two very, very heavy hitters in Cruz Azul and LAFC. Huge first match. Looked up the starting 11 for LAFC a few minutes ago. Not too content with what I saw when it comes to LAFC. We'll talk about that here in just a second. But hope you guys are having a great night. Excited to see what happens this first leg. Currently watching Nashville SC versus Club America to see who wins this game. And I think Nashville SC might be in trouble. They might be in trouble because they really needed to run up the score tonight in Nashville. And it looks like they're in big trouble. They're in big trouble. They really need to run the score up heading back to Mexico. And because we know what happens in Mexico in the Concacaf Champions Cup. We know what happens. So the fact that it's a 0-0, looks like it's gonna be a 0-0 draw, is not good for Club America or for Nashville SC in the series. Now they're gonna have to go to Mexico and just hang on for dear life. So I think they're in trouble. I think they're in big, big trouble. But we'll see. We'll see. It's still very, I wouldn't say it's early, but anyway, appreciate you guys for tuning in tonight. We're probably about 10 minutes away from kickoff. Please make sure you guys smash that like button down below if you haven't already. Late night stream, we're back. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We are like 530 subs away from 13,000. Share with a friend. Let's grow the audience as much as we possibly can. And also want to say that MLS Moves is presented by FanDuel, our proud sponsor of the channel. Very thankful for them. So thankful for FanDuel. Let's see. Got a lot of comments here. Let me catch up on these. Diz says, Mr. Appreciate you for staying up late. Yeah, I know it's very late on the up in the UK. Jordan says, I hope we see peak fun LAFC tonight, y'all. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm kind of skeptical a little bit. So the starting 11, right? The starting 11 I saw tonight, they've got Timothy Tillman playing on the wing, which is very concerning. We know how he is as a 10 or the winger. They have Schwanier, Delgado, and Tillman all starting. David Martinez predicted to play in the middle as a 10. That is very concerning for LAFC. I'm very curious to see what he does in this game. But, I think it's going to be bad. I mean, this is a good team, guys. This is a very good team. Cruz Azul is like second place in the Liga MX in this part of the season. Obviously, LAFC is in first place in MLS. They have the best record in the league. But this is going to be interesting to see what happens with this lineup. I think this is the toughest challenge that LAFC has had all season long. And I don't like the fact that Tillman is playing on the right wing. That's a huge issue for me, but we'll see what happens. Come on, LA. If we win, might face Galaxy. There is absolutely no way the Galaxy are going to beat Toluca, so you don't have to worry about that. They're definitely not going to beat Toluca. Toluca is good. Like, they're the best team probably in this tournament. I don't think they're going to beat Toluca, so you don't have to worry about that. It'll be, if you're lucky enough to beat Cruz Azul, you'll play Toluca, most likely. I think that game's tomorrow. Toluca and LA Galaxy. Let's see. Sam Surge hasn't been good in the CCC. He's been terrible. I think he's overrated. I think Sam Surge might be the most overrated player in the league, and he's definitely a penalty merchant. It might do LA a favor if Cruz Azul open up and leave space for Bouanga and Sonny. We'll see what happens with that. But here's the thing. I do think they're going to leave up space. I don't think they're going to play a low block. They might, though. I don't know. They are playing 3-4-3 or 3-4-2-1, right? Let me see. Let me look this up again. I know they're definitely 3 in the back. 3-4-3 is what they're playing, Cruz Azul. So I'll be interested to see what they do. But they're good enough to where even on the even if they leave space up, I think they're defensively sound enough to where they're not going to be punished like they would other MLS teams would be. You know what I'm saying? Like, they are able to cover that ground, and I feel like they're more organized than the average MLS team, obviously. But we'll have to see. This is the toughest challenge LAFC has ever had. But I'm curious, what is your guys' score prediction? If you guys are just tuning in with us, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. It helps us out. Make sure if you guys are just now joining us, you smash the like button down below. Let's try to get to our 100 likes like we normally do. People will start to pour in. A lot of people are still watching this Club America versus Nashville SC game. I'm sure more people will start tuning in when it's over with, which there's a couple minutes left. But I want to know what you guys think, and I'll ask this again for anyone who comes in late. What is your score prediction tonight for Cruz Azul and LAFC in the first game? The first match is being played at LA, so it's obviously a home game for them. And MLS teams do pretty well at home against Liga MX teams for the most part. What is your score prediction for tonight's first leg? Let me look at this real quick. I'm curious to see. Cruz Azul is currently in second place in Liga MX. Let me look and see how many points they have. Okay, so Cruz Azul has 27 points. They're in second place, only behind Chivas in the Clausura, which is the second part of the season. And they have 8 wins, 3 draws, 2 losses, and they have a goal difference of 10. They have a goal difference of 10. So what is your score prediction? Mr. says 1-1. Okay. This says 2-1 again. Do you have LAFC winning or do you have Cruz Azul winning? Adam says 2-2. A draw seems likely, especially if Cruz Azul scores first. A. Michael says 2-1. 1-0 LAFC. I'm baffled as how Tillman always starts. How? Why? I don't know. And he's starting on the wing, too, which is definitely not his position. They've got Schwanier and Delgado playing in the midfield, and they have Tillman playing on the right wing, or at least that's the way it's listed on FOTMob for the lineup. He could be a 10. He's either the 10 or a winger. Either way, he's not either one of those things. He's not good at either one. So either way, it's not good. They've got Sonny playing back up top, which they did last game, too. He had 4 assists in the first half, which was absolutely incredible. That was an incredible game from him. Denis Bouanga had the hat trick in the first half as well. So we'll see what happens. But guys, I'm telling you right now, like I'm not. Let me just read some more. If there's any more score predictions, I don't want to say anything. I'm going to wait a little bit because I'm going to tell you what I think about this game. By the way, Cruz Azul fans' favorite saying, "We play at home wherever we go." That I am curious to see. There's a lot of Mexican Americans in LA, obviously. I'm curious to see how many Cruz Azul fans go to this game. I think there could be quite a bit of Cruz Azul fans at this game. National SC's got a chance here. Good chance. Took too long. Too many people in the box now. Alex Muil just had a terrible shot. Anyway, let's see. Christian says 0-5 Cruz Azul, just like Whitecap. So you think that LAFC are going to lose 5-0 to? You think they're going to lose 5-0 to Cruz Azul? I'd be surprised by that. I'd be very surprised by that. Nashville should have scored that. They should have. Okay, so here's what I think is going to happen. I think that this game could be competitive. I think that it could be a closer game. I think LAFC are going to struggle to score tonight because we've seen their offensive deficiencies in the attack. And they played a game. It's an impressive win against Orlando City, but Orlando City is a horrible team. They're the worst team in the league. They haven't won a game this year. So they beat up. They took candy from a baby. Is what I'm trying to say. They just absolutely demolished a team that is horrible, right? Which is what you're supposed to do. I want to see what they do against a team like this, like a heavy hitter. This is by far. Guys, this is by far the best team LAFC has played all season long. It's not even close. And in the last round of the CCC, LAFC struggled against Alajuelense. I can assure you. Oh, that was a beautiful pass by Nashville SC. Nothing of it though from Sam Surge. But I can assure you that this is the best team. This is the best team that LAFC has played all year long. By far the best team they played all year long. So if they make any mistakes like they did against Alajuelense, they are in trouble, okay? They're in trouble. So they have to essentially, okay, so here's my score prediction. I think it's going to be 2-1 Cruz Azul. That's my prediction, 2-1 Cruz Azul. And if it is 2-1, that would mean the LAFC would have to score 2 goals on the road in Mexico to win this series. If Cruz Azul scores 1 goal, I think it's over. Because then they'd have the 1 goal advantage heading into a home match. So I think it's going to be 2-1 Cruz Azul. And that's the final whistle of Nashville SC. Huge missed opportunity to not score. Huge opportunity to not score right there. But so I think that they're going to have to LAFC are going to have to run up the score as much as they can. That's what they need to do. They're going to have to run up the score as much as they can and hope to God that Cruz Azul does not score. I don't know if they can do that. I don't know if they can do that and hold on for dear. I don't know if they can prevent that from happening. So, um, that's why I'm curious. And listen, like I said, LAFC has had a decent season, but they've struggled a lot to attack. Okay. They have struggled in the attack. Last game was an outlier. It was. They beat up a bad team. This is the best team they played all year. If they beat Cruz Azul tonight, that convince like they score, 2 or 3 goals, I'll be a firm believer that they're the best team possibly in the region. But if they struggle, it's going to be very telling of what this team really is. It could be kind of a facade or a mirage of what they've been. This game is essential. This game is essential for LAFC to advance in the Champions Cup. And make no mistake about it, if they do advance, their next round game is even harder than this one. It's even harder. If they win this match, next round's even harder. So if you guys are just joining us, make sure you guys give me your score prediction for the first leg of LAFC versus Cruz Azul. I'm curious to know what you guys think, who you think is going to win. Also, make sure you smash the like button if you haven't already and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. 530 subs away from 13,000 subs. So make sure you subscribe and hit that little bell notification so you don't miss any of our videos. Maybe a 2-0 is delusional, Cruz Azul fans would say, because LAFC does have firepower. Yeah, they do. We'll see. Orlando are worse than Montreal right now. They are, for sure. Philadelphia is worse. I don't know. I think Orlando might be worse. Nashville are a hardworking but limited team. The good thing is they haven't scored against the away goal rule. May help them down. I don't know. I don't know if it will. They really need to get some scores because they need to get as many goals at home. We've seen this throughout this tournament that Cincinnati had 3 goals at home, 3-0, scored an away goal. So they had a 4. Tigres needed 5 goals to win, and they did score 5 goals at home. So I don't think it really matters. I think you need to score as many as you can at home in order to advance. Looks like America's passing through. I think Denke might be most talented striker in MLS. I don't see any MLS club winning. I don't either, honestly. But if LAFC wins tonight, we'll see. LAFC 4-3-3 midfield, defend, pass forward, no back pass, win. Yeah, but they're not doing that. They're doing a 4-2-3-1. At least that's what's listed up on FOTMob. I'm at class and we'll start listening to this game. Appreciate that. Appreciate you guys, everyone who's tuned in. Hacker says LAFC is going to face a real team now. It's not MLS team anymore. That's what I'm saying. We'll see what happens. I'm just waiting to see what they do. If they beat Cruz Azul tonight, I'm not trying to be negative. I want them to beat Cruz Azul tonight. I want every MLS team to win their game in Champions Cup. Until they're playing each other, then I don't care. But I want every MLS team to win their Champions Cup series. This is the toughest one that they've had all year. I hope they win. I'm just skeptical that they will win. I don't see any MLS teams. Let's see. It is still 0-0 between Nashville game. Yeah, it ended. It's 0-0. Like it's 0-0. It finished. It's a draw. Goes back to Estadio Azteca. First game they've had there in years. And now Nashville SC have to go on the road to Mexico to try to advance in the Champions Cup. So this trophy belongs to Mexico. It's true for sure. I mean, it does. I mean, it's just the facts. Right now it is. They own us. LAFC feels like the best chance MLS has, but they have the toughest path, so I don't feel good. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you right now, I think the Galaxy could lose like 7-8-0 on aggregate, but we'll see. Tobar says, Liga MX is wrapping CCC again. I think so. Michael Pelly says Seattle might have the best path if they could sneak by Tigres. I think me and my buddy Cheyenne from Rave Green are going to do a watch along for that tomorrow. That's what I said. I think we're going to do a watch along for that game tomorrow. And they're showing the fans in stands right now. It looks like they're showing mostly LAFC fans right now. So Oh my God, this is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be a big game. All right, let's see. Is there any Cruz Azul? Is there a bunch of Cruz Azul fans at the stadium? Let's see. There actually is quite a bit of Cruz Azul fans. I see more Cruz Azul fans in the stands. Now, there are empty seats, but it is 7 o'clock in LA. Maybe some people are still in traffic, but there are a lot of Cruz Azul fans at this game right now. I see a lot of Cruz Azul shirts in the stands. Hell, they got a supporter section, it looks like. Oh man, this is a true test for LAFC. I'm telling you, it's a true test for LAFC. Orlando need a defensive leader in the summer to come in with Griezmann. They need a lot. And honestly, I think that's why they should honestly try to hire their coach as soon as possible. So that way that they can have him not implement a system, but like help the general manager on the players he needs to fit his system rather than the players signed before the coach comes in. So we'll see. Do you see LAFC doing any serious business in the summer transfer window? I honestly don't know. I think that they've been mostly active in the summer historically, but I just don't know with this team anymore. I think if they keep winning in the regular season, which is going to hurt them down the stretch, I don't know if I don't think they have the team to win the MLS Cup. They need a couple pieces that can help. They need a playmaker still. I don't know if I think they will be naive like John Thorrington and they won't sign any players. Orlando needs to complete overall this. Yeah, for sure. Griezmann joining Orlando is a big mistake. It could be. Cali Rex says, I have a feeling this final game is going to be Seattle versus Toluca. I have a feeling this final game is going to be Seattle versus. Oh, I don't think that's going to happen. I think Seattle could lose to Tigres. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong, but we'll see. A lot of they got Tillman listed on here as a right winger. That's a huge red flag. Oh God, I'm a little nervous just because I hope this isn't bad. Cruz Azul obviously is the defending Champions Cup winners. They won last year. They absolutely throttled and thrashed Vancouver 5-0 in the championship game. So they're ready to go. This is a good team, guys. It's a very good team. Very good team. We'll see how LAFC prepare. We'll see what Mark Dos Santos does tactically to try to not expose, but try to work through or try to attack Cruz Azul. I just have I'm skeptical, and the stadium's super empty. As a soccer fan, if I lived in this area or near a team, I'd be all over this game. Like who would want to go watch a Champions League game? This is like this is the biggest club. Well, this is like the top 2 club in Mexico right now, playing arguably the best team in MLS right now. This is a huge game. I don't know why there's not more people excited to go see it. I can't imagine the ticket prices being too crazy. Are you surprised how empty the stadium looks? Yep, I kind of touched on that, but yes, I am for sure. Are the prices significantly higher for CCC games? If they are, I'm not surprised the stadiums don't fill up with home fans. What I really think it is I don't think that MLS and Liga MX do a good enough job of selling Champions Cup. There's no promotion for it at all. So it's like one of those things. It's like word of mouth, or you have to know about it, or unless you're like a super soccer fan. But I don't think they do a good enough job of promoting this game. I don't think they do a good enough job promoting this game. So, which is sad because this game has so much potential. This tournament is huge. This is a bigger deal than League's Cup. That's for sure. All right, we're about to kick off. All right, let's see what happens. LAFC's first huge challenge of the 2026 season. They play it to the keeper. All right, let's see what happens. Oh, God, I'm nervous. 7-time Concacaf Champions Cup winner, too. And they're ready. They're ready. I think this team is ready to go. And I remember I said this. If Cruz Azul scores one goal, I think it's over. If Cruz Azul scores one goal, I think the series is over because I remember Alajuelense scored at LA, and it really put LAFC in a bad spot. They had to score 2 goals to win the series. They had to score 2 goals to win that series. And Cruz Azul is not an easy place to play. We saw Vancouver was the best team in the regular season last year, and they struggled mightily. They struggled mightily against Cruz Azul in the championship game at Cruz Azul. It's a tough place to play. Cruz Azul look very awake right now. They look very energetic. They look very alert. Like they look hungry. Oh God, I had a ticket but sold it at 12 p.m. for $95. Nice. What was the ticket price? What's the MS like? What's the normal cost for that? Oh, lost space. It's kind of a bad pass. I don't know what he was thinking. Was that Lalo Fernandez or is he the striker? I think Lalo Fernandez is the striker. I'm not too familiar with Cruz Azul's team. Ibanez for Cruz Azul is dangerous striker. I'd keep an eye on him. Ibanez, yeah, I know who Ibanez is. I've heard that name because I think he's played for a couple of Liga MX teams, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, saved. Header by, I think it was Lalo Fernandez right there with the header, and then saved by Hugo Lloris. Should CCC winner have a patch like UEFA does? I remember MLS would let Seattle wear one year after they won. MLS should have promoted the hell out of that win. So the Cruz Azul have one in the center of their jersey. Oh, Son Heung-min, Tillman, useless, no skill Tillman. But they have a patch on the middle of their chest, and look at that space. The winner has the patch on their chest, and then on their sleeve, instead of it showing the Concacaf Champions Cup logo, it shows how many. If you've won a trophy, it has a number, kind of like Champions League does. UEFA Champions League does. It says so. Cruz Azul says 7 because they won it 7 times. Oh, sorry. Let me refresh this. I'm so sorry, guys. Let me refresh this real quick. I don't know why it does this sometimes. There we go. Okay, we're good. All right, we're good. Let me scroll this down. I think it actually. Here we go. There we go. That way you guys can see the time. I'm like way behind though. Oh my gosh. Let me see. Sorry, I didn't know the game had kicked off. That's my bad. I guess I got behind somehow. I'm at 5 minutes and 20 seconds. I think when I clicked off something, it had me like 2 minutes behind. So that's my bad. So when you watch it on YouTube TV, sometimes if you do something like have another browser open, it'll pause the stream. So I'm at 5:31 right now. I don't know what you guys are at. Ping the second. I appreciate you for asking that though, because I wouldn't have checked that. Regular league game price is usually like $40. Okay, so you made a nice little profit off of it then. That's nice. All right, free kick in a danger spot for Cruz Azul. Lined up over the free kick, crosses it. Segura bumps into the Azul player. It's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be a corner for Cruz Azul. No, it looks clean to me. All right. Cross or a corner for Cruz Azul. Dangerous corner. No one was there, though. I think Delgado was the one that booted it deep. Honestly, I don't know. Like, so far to me, it kind of looks like LAFC is playing super defensive so far. Of course, I did miss like 2 minutes because of my stream. I had to fast forward, but so far, like, I mean, right now they're pressing more, but I'm gonna be curious to see what the possession looks like at halftime. Oh yeah, Omar Campos back against LAFC because he played for LAFC. I forgot what team they bought him from, but Omar Campos' first return back to BMO Stadium since he left. I think he was only here for like a year, too. Oh, giveaway. Oh, good defending. They call a foul, though, on Chouanier. It's going to be Cruz Azul ball. Tolo ball rises again. If LAFC don't score tonight, it's a huge issue. Chat, what are you thinking 8 minutes in so far? What are you thinking about the game? Who looks like the better side 8 minutes in? I'm gonna have to look this up though. I swear, I feel like Cruz Azul is just dominating possession right now. Of course, there's been a couple games where LAFC let that happen. I remember the Miami game. Miami dominated possession. Ooh, bad pass, but Cruz Azul's able to keep possession. Oh, cross. Oh, good save by Lloris. That was a hell of a header. Nice cross and a great header, but good save by Hugo Lloris. Great save by Hugo Lloris. Hugo Lloris, MVP of LAFC so far this year. MVP of LAFC so far this year. What a save. Incredible save by Hugo Lloris. Good pass by Cruz Azul. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Tafari, good defending by Tafari. Been a great defender this year. Best season of his career by far. Uh-oh, beautiful pass. Oh, too much on it, though. That was a good look. I mean, it wasn't a beautiful pass because he put too much on it, but that was a beautiful look. Good run, too. Hugo Lloris, he's having an incredible performance. God, what a pass, guys. What a pass that was. I mean, that was a great save, but what a pass. Whipped it in there. Good header. Better save by Hugo Lloris, or it would be 1-0 Cruz Azul right now. God, they just look out of it, guys. I'm telling you, they just look completely out of it. Oh, good touch. Most casual American sports fans are not used to these seasonal international games. Plus, if MLS doesn't own the competition, they ignore, which is ridiculous. I would take this trophy over anything. Literally, I would take this trophy. I would take one CCC over 3 MLS Cups. I think LAFC knows if they against a team that prefers possession, they are more than willing to wait for a counter like against Miami. Yeah, no, I agree, but Miami's different than Cruz Azul. Cruz Azul is good on both ends. Like they are just so good in the attack and the defense that I just like that's a mistake that could end up biting LAFC in the ass. Angus, my friend, how's it going? Hey, Will, how are you doing? Doing well. Nervous about this game. See how they're doing. LAFC's looking pretty shaky so far. LAFC's looking pretty shaky so far, but we'll see. And Porches has been good too. Porches and Tafari have been so good for LAFC. Oh, good defending. Oh, hit the ref though. LAFC ball. Ref in the way. Bad positioning by the ref. It's the only way for MLS to start getting respect, but MLS leadership don't get it. Yeah, they're dated, man. They're dinosaurs. They're way too in the past. I believe the Cruz Azul is the best club in the region. I am good. I'm good on my end. Oh, good to hear. Yeah, they are good. They might be the best team in the region. Them or Toluca. It's tough. So even if LAFC do win this series, they got a tough opponent waiting for them on the other side. Appreciate you for stopping by tonight. Appreciate you for stopping by. "13 minutes in." Oh, Denis, or no, it wasn't Denis. Who was that? Oh, Delgado laid off for Sonny. A lot of Cruz Azul fans there tonight. A lot of Cruz Azul fans. Kind of sad to see, honestly. Almost kind of like a halfway home game for Cruz Azul. Marky Delgado. That's Schwanier. I don't think that's Marky Delgado. Yeah, Schwanier gets fouled. I think Chivas are looking like the best team for the year. Number one in Liga MX currently. CCC has so little hype. I agree. I mean, it's just there's not a lot of promotion for this tournament, which is sad. I don't think they care. I don't think MLS cares about this tournament. They care more about Leagues Cup, which is a joke, than this, which is sad. This matters way more. This is so much more impressive than Leagues Cup. Denis, shoot it for deep, right into the keeper's hands. And I just want to say that because LAFC were up so big on Orlando City, there were like 4 or 5 substitutions after the first half. A lot of guys didn't play the full 90 minutes to rest for this game, including Son Heung-min, Denis Bouanga. I don't think Tillman played the second half. I don't think he did. There was a lot of guys that got to rest for this game. Ooh, bad pass, but he's able to recover. Cruz Azul boots it across the field. Palencia, good defending, able to win possession. Oh, I guess he didn't win possession. Cruz Azul just boots it deep. Tafari heads it to the Azul player. Cruz Azul player plays it deep. Good pass. Able to keep possession. Oh, uh-oh. I think that just hit Schwanier in the face. Was that Schwanier or Delgado? I can't tell. Schwanier. God, Schwanier's getting beat up so bad early on. I think he got tripped up and then he's got kicked in the face with the ball, obviously, but probably hurt like hell. Let's see. I don't know if he did hit him in the stomach. We'll see. No, hit him in the face. They're checking his teeth right now, see if he chipped a tooth. Maybe he did chip a tooth. I don't know. Maybe one of his teeth looked like he might have chipped him. I don't know. All right, let's see the replay on this. Oh, oh man. Yeah, right in the face. I know that hurt like hell. That definitely hurt like hell. I'm watching this on FS2. MLS would rather win Leagues Cup than they can write the narrative on which competition is bigger. I agree. It's so stupid. I wouldn't mind if Tillman didn't play any half, right? Leagues Cup doesn't matter that much to me. They ought to at least play matches in Mexico if the tournament continues, which they are, I think, this year, but still doesn't mean anything to me because that tournament, the winner plays in this tournament, which we lose. That's the reason why. Orlando game could have been 10-0 if LA wanted it to be. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. I don't put a lot of stock into that because this, look how they're playing in this game. This is a totally different game. Now, they haven't conceded a goal yet, which is impressive. Hugo Lloris has been balling out again, but I think Cruz Azul looks like the better team 17 minutes in, guys. And the guy just said, surprisingly, Cruz Azul is taking the lead in this one. How is that surprising? They're the second best team in Mexico. The Liga MX is better than MLS right now. I don't know how that's surprising, but whatever. David Martinez pressing, trying to win possession. They play it back to the goalkeeper. So many Cruz Azul fans. And it could be just because the blue sticks out, but it does feel like there's more blue probably in the stands than there is black and gold. The cross, not able to get to it, goes into Hugo Lloris's feet. He plays it to Segura, and also Segura on the left side is an absolute tragedy. He does nothing in the attack. I mean, this is absolute terrible. I mean, the defense is not bad, but the attack is horrible. Tillman as a right winger and Segura as a left back should be illegal. Bouanga, bad pass, good spacing, good clogging the lane by LAFC. Schwanier able to steal it. Bad pass though by looks like Segura. Bad pass by Segura turns the ball over. And guys, if you're just joining us, make sure you smash the like button. We're trying to get to 100 likes by the end of the stream. I think we're at 30 right now. Smash that like button down below if you haven't already. It helps us out. Also, smash that subscribe button. 530 subscribers away from 13,000. Helps us out. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. I wonder how they'd be playing if they still had Estacio in the rotation. I mean, Estacio is good, and he's definitely a calming presence in the midfield, but their attack is still so bad. Like Estacio is not going to help them. They need a 10 badly. I mean, he's good. He obviously is good in possession. Brings a calm presence back there. He can make some good deep passes, but Estacio is not going to be the only. They need so much. They needed so much this offseason, and they just said, you know what? We're going to run it back with a different coach, or worse, a pretty bad mediocre coach. We're going to run back the same exact team with a mediocre coach, and that's just stupid. Oh, beautiful pass. Oh my God, what a beautiful pass. That was a dime. Schwanier, good defending though. That was a beautiful pass though by Cruz Azul. They're toying with them right now. Oh, was it deflected? Schwanier was shaking his hands. Maybe it hit his hand like that absolute laser. I don't know. I have to see the replay on that. But he was like shaking his hands really hard. Yeah, if Cruz Azul wears LAFC down, it could get ugly. Yeah, there's a lot of blue over the stadium. By the way, if you've seen Gutierrez ball out for the Mexican national team and for Chivas, I think Gutierrez is a loss for the USMNT. That's true. I just don't know when he would have been able to play. I think Mexico gave him a better opportunity right now, right? Cruz Azul have realized Segura isn't comfortable under pressure. He's not. Denis. I guess that was an all right pass by Tillman. It looked like Denis Bouanga like almost fell down. That's why he wasn't able to get to the ball quick enough and kind of didn't do much in the final third there. It looked like he fell off. All right. Denis Bouanga knocked off the side mic. He's taking the corner, which is crazy. Don't think of him for his crosses. Punched out by the goalkeeper. Schwanier's running it down. Schwanier crosses it. No one's there. Cleared away by Cruz Azul. I'm going to try to get Nick to come on here with us at halftime, if you will. Uh-oh. No card. Oof. It probably should have been. I could have seen that being a card on Chouanier. But no card. I don't think any card was given, so it's good. He's still on the ground. All right, gonna be a free kick for LA or for Cruz Azul. All right. Oof. Saved by Hugo Lloris. Boots it deep. Looking for Sonny. Not able to get to it. Cruz Azul has possession back. I'm not sure if the Red Bulls will sell any of their players. I think there could be some young players sold. I'm not sure. I think that the most business will be done in the summer, but it just really depends on where the team is at. I don't think that Dos Santos or Ahmedi or Mehmeti and Julian Hall will probably be sold yet. I think maybe next summer they'll be sold, 2027. Ooh, Gozo or Hall. That's a probably Gozo a little bit, honestly. Although I love Julian Hall, but I don't know. Maybe I'll wait. I'll have a better answer over after the season. I think they're both way better than we've seen from Kevin Sullivan, though. I will say that. I know Kevin Sullivan's like 15 or 16, but they're 16, 17. I think they've both shown that they're better. They show that they've had a higher ceiling to me than Kevin Sullivan, honestly. Especially Julian Hall. He's 16 years old. And he's had like two braces already. Oh, that was a nice play. It goes out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for LAFC. Julian Hall and Mehmeti in Europe would be great to see. I think sooner than later it'll happen. LAFC playing like a small club and facing one of the greatest clubs in the Americas. They don't look good right now. They definitely don't look good. 25 minutes in, very lackluster so far. Very lackluster so far for LAFC. All right, I'm gonna send Nick. Nick's coming through. Nick's gonna come through at halftime. So let me get him an invite here. They just missed a handball. Oh, foul. Foul on Eddie Segura. Is Boudry hurt? That's a good question. I haven't seen Boudry. I think he might be hurt. Let me see if he's on the bench real quick. Let's see. I didn't notice him on the bench. Let's see. Is Boudry hurt? I don't know if he is. Boudry is not on the bench, so I don't know. That's a good question. I don't see Boudry on the bench, so he might be hurt. Oh, Julian Hall's 18 now, so he just turned 18. Okay, I thought he was. I knew he was 17 when the season started. All right, LAFC in a dangerous spot. Bad pass by Denis turns the ball over to Cruz Azul. Yeah, I think they're all special. They're all very good. Sonny passes it to Segura. Segura back to Son Heung-min. They're trying to eliminate Sonny. They're clamping down on him. As soon as he gets possession, they got like 3 guys on him. David Martinez. Oh, good look. He was looking for Denis. Good defending by Cruz Azul. David Martinez, wide right, out of bounds. Going to be a goal kick for Cruz Azul. 28 minutes in, guys. 0-0. Tell you what, LAFC, when you look at them as a team, their defending has saved them so many times this season. If it was not for their stout defending, they'd be in trouble because they sure as hell can't score any goals. They consistently can't. Oh, Chouanier down again. I didn't get a chance to watch the whole Madrid versus Bayern game. I didn't get a chance to watch the whole thing. I saw Bayern won, and everybody was going crazy about Harry Kane. So they won the first leg. I know they're up 2-1, but too much on that. Looking for Sonny. Julian Hall reminds me of a young Robbie Fowler when he broke through at Liverpool. Interesting. I'd be curious to see what he does. I do think he'll probably end up moving soon. LAFC are the ones defensive powerhouses of MLS this season. That's true. Oh, Chouanier with a chance. A lot of space. Chouanier looking for Sonny. Sonny scores. Son Heung-min scores. Puts him up first. Son Heung-min. 1-0 LAFC over Cruz Azul. Son Heung-min. Look at that, baby. First goal. Was that his first goal of the season? That's his second goal of the season. I think he scored against Real España. Wow. Son Heung-min scores. Puts LAFC up 1-0. Huge goal for LAFC. Huge goal for LAFC. Good pass by great pass by Chouanier. Beautiful pass. Great finish by Son Heung-min. Great finish. Great pass by Chouanier. Great finish by Son Heung-min. And guess what? That's what Son Heung-min needed. He had this mental barrier because he hadn't been able to score so much this season. Had the 4 assists last game. Scores that goal. I think this is going to start something where maybe he gets his confidence and finds the back of the net more. But he puts LAFC up. Much needed goal for LAFC. Keep in mind what I said. LAFC need to score as many goals in this game as possible because when they go to Cruz Azul to play, it's going to be a very, very tough place to score goals. So they need to run up the score as much as they possibly can. Huge goal for LAFC 31 minutes in. Huge goal. Yeah, nice one. Uwe, I haven't seen you in a minute, man. Forgot CCL is on. Yep, that the promotion is horrible for this. The promotion for CCC is absolutely garbage. So Cruz Azul was definitely the better team the first 25, 20, 26 minutes, but LAFC was able to pull one back. We'll see if Cruz Azul can also pull one back. You hear the Olay black and gold in the stands from the 32-52. Cruz Azul. Right side. The cross. Bad pass. Goes out of bounds. Going to be a goal kick for LAFC. Isaiah, my friend, how we doing? CCC is like the Champions League for Americans. It is. It is the Champions League for North America. Uh-oh, Denis. Oh, Sonny Cho on the left side. Horrible pass by Denis. But Sonny, ooh, God. Bad pass by the defender. Son Heung-min almost got to that, but that was a terrible pass by Denis Bouanga. Horrible pass by Denis. Too soft. Way too soft of a pass by Denis. Golden opportunity right there. Did you see Sonny Cho on the left side? Been busy trying to search how to get the World Cup tickets. Yeah, good luck, man. You gotta get a second mortgage on your house, or a lien on your house, or sell your car, or sell a kidney to get tickets for that. Oh, bad giveaway. Oh, nice turn by Sonny. Oh, cut down, foul. Gonna be a yellow card probably. Yeah, Son Heung-min looked a little pissed. He was looking for the ref to see if he was gonna give a yellow. Can't wait to see Griezmann in MLS as a French guy. Yeah, I'll be interested to see how he does in MLS. Thoughts on the new USA kits? Just got mine today. They're not bad. The only thing I didn't like about them, I mean, they wore. I think they wore the new kits, didn't they, in the friendlies? LAFC might win this, but Mexico, they will lose. But Mexico, they will lose. Yeah, that's. I mean, there's a good chance you won't hear me disagree with that. You will not hear me disagree with that. It's going to be tough to win in Mexico. Oh, Sonny looking for Denis. When able to win, when able to win it though, they pass it back to the keeper. Oh, Lalo Fernandez. Bad pass, turnover. Delgado steals it. Someone like kicked the ball as the guy was like trying to pick it up. That was weird, man. Like Tillman, when the guy tried to pick the ball up, Tillman like kicked it out of his hands. That was weird. Let's see. So many Cruz Azul fans. Son could still be playing in Europe. He probably. I mean, he definitely could, for sure. You think this summer we get a huge influx of big name signings? Hopefully, be nice. I think so, but I'm not sure. 37 minutes in. LAFC's just letting them have possession so far. LAFC really need to have, I think they need to have 2 goals. So out of this game, they need to have at least 2 goals. They need to make sure they really need to win this 2-0, I think, to have a legitimate chance. Because remember, CCC has the away goal rule. So if they can go into that game with 2 goals in hand, and then Cruz Azul not scoring a goal on the road, that means that if LAFC scored 1 goal at Cruz Azul would need 4 goals to win. Good defending. Horrible clearance by Segura. Palencia clears it deep to Denis. Oh, nice move by Denis. Chouanier. Looking for David Martinez. Can he get to it? He can. Look at the pace. Look at David Martinez. Look at David. Oh, David Martinez. LAFC's up 2-0. Wow, dude, did you see the pace by David Martinez? Man, LAFC's punched him in the mouth. Wow. LAFC. Wow, huge. Now, listen, I just want to calm it down, because listen, they still got to, this is good so far, but they still got to go to Mexico. So you got to be a little calm. It's not over yet, but they're looking very good. David Martinez, that was beautiful. That was a beautiful play by David Martinez. Through the goalkeeper's legs, too. Mexico is not easy, for sure. No one's saying it is. That was a beautiful play and goal by David Martinez. Wow. Incredible. Absolutely incredible by LAFC. 2-0 up in the first half. Momentum has completely swung. Cruz Azul was the best team probably first 25 minutes of this game. And now LAFC are up 2-0. LAFC really cannot afford to concede a goal. LAFC need to hold this score pat. 2-0 heading to Cruz Azul next week. If they do that, LAFC, if they score a goal at Cruz Azul would need 4 goals to win that series. So they really need to hold this. But it looks like Cruz Azul is kind of playing with some urgency now. They look a little shook now. Cross. Oof. Good defending. Looked like it could be dangerous. Don't get carried away because MLS teams always shook. That's what I'm saying. There's got to be a little bit reserved here. You have to be careful because there's still so much time left and there's still another game left. Great start though for LAFC. Great start for LAFC. And by the way, we have 82 people watching this late night stream with us on a Tuesday night, almost 11 p.m. on the East Coast, 8:42, or actually, sorry, 7:47 on the Pacific time. Guys, if you haven't already, smash that like button down below. It helps us out. We have an exciting game. LAFC is up 2-0 over Cruz Azul, arguably the best team in Liga MX right now. First leg of the CCC in this the quarterfinals. Make sure you guys smash that like button down below. It helps us out. And also make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Incredible so far. Yeah, Whitecaps did get smoked in Mexico 5-0 by the same exact team. Uh-oh. Oh, hard touch. Now, I'm curious to see if LAFC play very defensive-oriented in the second half. If they park the bus, play that low block. Oh, nice dummy by Delgado. Tillman. Oh, look for Son. Sonny was wide open. Horrible pass. Dude, Denis been shit tonight. He's been horrible. Denis has been terrible tonight. Denis has been horrible. He's had 2 or 3 bad passes. He has been terrible for LAFC tonight. Do you think that a guy like Pogba who doesn't play in Monaco could join MLS knowing he has lived in Miami during his ban? Possibly. We'll just have to see. Possibly. Whew, man, it's been a crazy, crazy first half. Oh, Denis. Uh-oh. 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 Denis cuts back, loses possession. No foul. No foul. Oh, Bouanga. God, Bouanga's been terrible tonight. Porches has been a beast for LAFC. 44 minutes in. Whew. 3 minutes of add time in the first half. 3 minutes of add time. LAFC up 2-0. You heard Casemiro from Brazil might come to Messi, Inter Miami in the summer. No, for sure. That's been a rumor. We'll see what happens with that. Yeah, Larcamon needs to make some adjustments for Cruz Azul in the second half. We'll see if they do. I'm sure they will. MLS allows one contract buyout, and I think Miami could cut their losses with Bertarame if they want someone else for the DP spot. They are not concerned with money. Well, actually, they've already used one of them, but you actually get two buyouts now per season. You have two, and they used one on Ustari at the beginning of the season, and so they have one left. I would think it'd be more likely they loan him out. Though. I don't think they would. I don't think they'd cut him. I think they would do like what they did with Rodolfo Pizarro when they loaned him to Monterrey. I think that's where they bought him from. I don't remember where they loaned him from or loaned him to. Maybe it was Pachuca. LA just looking to counter while the space is there. That's true. I have no idea if Iran's playing in the World Cup. Minute and a half left in the first half, and Nick is here. What's up, my friend?
What's up, man?
You better save those thoughts for the halftime, though, because I know you're excited.
Yeah, I am excited. I mean, this is a good game, dude. Like first 20 minutes, LAFC looks a little lethargic, trying to find their feet, trying to figure out the rhythm, and then the last 15 has been all LAFC. I mean, Sonny gets on the goal.
Oh, David Martinez with some space. Plays out wide to Son Heung-min. Sonny plays it to Tillman. Back to Sonny. He's going across the pitch. Plays it to Denis. Are you ahead of me?
Yeah.
Damn. Oof. I'm gonna have to refresh my stuff, dude. I don't know why it's behind.
But it's beautiful. I mean, just great ball from the boys. And look, dude, a lot of people count LAFC out in this game, and really wanted to see where they are in this. And at the end of the day, as I said, first 25 minutes, LAFC looked a little lethargic for sure, trying to figure out their footing, trying to find the rhythm. And then, from there on, just LAFC, beautiful counter attacking. I mean, what a play from Davy Martinez. Unbelievable. Sonny getting a goal at the perfect moment from a beautiful pass from Chouanier, who we felt almost maybe that we believe that Chouanier is a good player, but almost not the dog that you need in these types of games. You know what I mean? And Martinez is a dog that you want in this game. Did you see him run, push that guy off and bang it in the back of the net? Like, that's what you're asking for. You know what I mean? But Chouanier made a beautiful pass, bro, and gets Sonny into the game. And it's really nice to see these boys waking up, playing against one of the best in Liga MX. And right now, what we're hoping, if you watch VOBG, is that we want a clean sheet. That's the most important part of this. If we can keep a clean sheet, it's a big deal for LAFC. So we don't want to park the bus by any means, but the defense needs to continue doing their job as they have all year and just stay focused. Eddie Segura back there, that was a bit of a question mark. People sort of really wanted Hollingshead back, but they're holding the line right now. And so we just got to stay the course.
Let me ask the chat real quick. I'm going to ask you too. Guys, we do this every halftime show. I want you to rate the first half performance by both of these teams 1 through 10. LAFC 1 through 10, Cruz Azul 1 through 10 on their first half performance in this game of the first leg of the Concacaf Champions Cup. While you guys let me know what your scores are, I just want to say, Nick, appreciate you for coming on, my friend. Obviously, you made a move, so it's a late night for you now instead of an early day or midday.
I know, dude.
So, okay, the first 25 minutes, thought LAFC looked very flat, and they kind of look like they did against Inter Miami, dude. This game looks very similar to the Inter Miami game, where they're not dominating possession, but they're just taking their chances and they're running away with them. Okay, so 25 minutes in, they look kind of flat. I thought Cruz Azul was dominating, and that was a beautiful header, but it was an even more beautiful save by Hugo Lloris early on in the game. Real quick, too, we got a super chat. KCW says, Sony, let's have another one. Hey, that was a beautiful goal. We'll talk about that. Appreciate the $5 super chat, KCW. So give me your scores for both these teams in the first half, 1 through 10. Because it was like a tale of halves, if that makes any sense. Like the first 20 minutes, it was different than the last 20 minutes.
Absolutely. And I think that's what people expected from this game. I mean, we're talking about a team in Liga MX, from what I understand. I don't watch the league, but on our show, Tony he does, and he was explaining they're one of the best in Liga MX right now, right? And so you got to understand, like you're playing one of the best. We have a great rivalry between MLS and Liga MX. It's always fun games. The environment is always absolutely incredible, and so this is what you expect. You expect a little back and forth, and with them running away with it for the first 20 minutes, it was worrying for sure. You're like, oh, but once that transition happened and LAFC finally got in the back of the net, you seen the confidence switch and they started finding that rhythm that they found. I'm not saying it's the rhythm from Orlando, but the confidence from Orlando is on this pitch right now, and the spacing is there. Now they just have to execute, and I believe that the LAFC can do. I see B minus for LAFC. I see 7 for LAFC, 5 for Cruz Azul. I mean, I think these might be a little fair. I personally would have them be a little bit higher. I think, yeah. See, I think Mister always knows what's up. Even LAFC an 8. I believe that's a bit fair right there, personally, because you can't call it a 10 because they didn't come out of the gate firing, but they ended it the way that they needed to. Now we just got to see if they can do the same second half, right? That's the big question, Will. Keeping it, I'm telling you, man, we need a clean sheet. We need a clean sheet going to their stadium. It's one of the most important parts of the game because the away goals matter. You know what I mean? And so even last night when we talked on VOBG, we don't everyone predicted a 2-0. Even if it was a 1-0, we would have been happy. You know what I mean? A clean sheet is important because when you go there, you don't want them to have a goal on the aggregate.
No, 100%. If I had to rate my first half score, I would give LAFC a 7, which is solid because, the first 25 minutes was a little concerning, but they bounced back. So that's why I can't give it higher. There were some things where it could have been worse, but Hugo Lloris and the defense is just so good this year. So I would give it a 7 for the first half for them. Because a 10 is like you said, what we saw against Orlando. That's just a cold hearted 10 right there. Seven's
Yeah.
still very good, though. It's not like it's bad. Cruz
No.
Azul, I would probably give a 4 because they haven't been able to capitalize on their chances. They have dominated possession, and LAFC have just killed them on when they did regain possession and just kind of sat back and just waited for their moments, right? And like I said, this
Mm.
reminds me a lot of that Inter Miami game in the first game of the season. I want to ask you this: Who is, and I'm going to give you the first half stats, which I don't think you'll be completely surprised by. Who was disappointing for LAFC in the first half?
Delgado.
Really? That
Yeah.
you think was disappointing?
Yeah.
You know who I have?
Tillman.
Denny. I thought he had 2 bad passes that could have maybe been a
No.
goal.
I mean, okay, I understand where you're going with this, and I mean, yeah, he had some chances that he could have done something, but no, man. I mean, the pulling of the shirt basically almost pulled him down. That's a soccer play, but yet not a foul inside the box. Sort of a but of course I'm going to say that, right? But no, Delgado for me just has not been the player. I really, I sort of wish maybe, they would drop Tillman back and bring in Schwanier and take out Delgado right now. That's something that I would like to see. Especially after what we've seen in against Orlando, I would love to see Sonny, Denis, Martinez, and Schwanier up there. But what do I know? You know what I mean? So we'll see.
Okay, who was your most impressive player in the first half for LAFC?
I honestly, it's a team effort for me on this game. I don't
Yeah.
think one person has absolutely stuck out, and the reason why, I mean, because look, I want to call and say, oh, it's Sonny because that was a great goal. Oh, Schwanier had a great pass. Martinez pushed off the guy, but honestly, I think the defense deserves a lot of respect there, also, right? Like the defense has been absolutely lights out this season, and so you can't overlook Tafari Porches, and by no means can you overlook Hugo Lloris, who has been absolutely fantastic, bro. Fantastic. We talked about this last night also. People said that he was done. This guy has absolutely looked like he is in his prime this year, and it has been unbelievable to watch and to be an LAFC fan and getting to experience these saves that he's made and help us with the games that we have won this season because of saves that he has made. You just have to give him a shout out every time you talk about the team,
He's been player of the season for me.
bro.
Because the defense has been
Incredible.
incredible, and it's because he has just been when the team hasn't conceded a goal all season long, I mean, he's already wrapped up goalkeeper of the year, I think. I mean, we're only
Mm,
a couple weeks in. He's already wrapped up goalkeeper, in my opinion. Maybe some people disagree, but I think he's already wrapped that up. I would say who I think's been the best, like four players stuck out, which is kind of like what you said about team effort. But
mm,
Sonny has been good. He's had a really good last two games. David Martinez, what a run, dude. What a finish by him. That pace, man, was incredible. I thought I saw Carlos Vela on the field, like young Carlos Vela on the pitch for a second. I mean, the kid has just really matured this year and just taken it to another level. Schwanier had 2 assists in the first half. He's been pretty good. And Larice, man, the absolute brick wall in goal. He's incredible, man. Incredible. Porteous and Tafari, just an absolute good tandem. I agree. The only players that I think have been shaky is Delgado, Bouanga, and Segura has looked a little uncomfortable on the left side when he's playing. He has looked a little uncomfortable. He hasn't been bad, but you can just tell he's not a left back. So when he's one on
mm.
one with a fast pacey winger, or he's just looks uncomfortable.
So let me ask you, you've been on the fence with LAFC, right?
Yeah.
And so here they are showing out pretty good here, against this team. If they win this game,
Hmm.
does it change your thought on what they have accomplished so far this year? Because I know you were saying, oh, they haven't really played many really good teams. They're undefeated. They're clean sheets. Uh, what a record for clean sheets this year. And you and I spoke the other day, and you're like, dude, I have to see what they do against Cruz Azul. What are you
Hmm.
thinking so far?
I'm thinking that they have to win the next game. That's when I'll know because I don't want to jinx them and say they're playing
Mm,
great because Tigres was losing to Cincinnati 3-0 and they went to
mm,
Cincinnati and Cincinnati scored a goal down there. So Tigres had to score 5 goals to beat Cincinnati in one game and they did. So I don't
mm.
want to jinx them
That's
because
fair.
every time I say that, some crazy shit happens and the
Yeah.
worst thing happens.
I
So
remember
I'll
last year
say
when I did this, and I literally
yeah, exactly. And then you like said something at halftime, and then the wheels fell off in the second half.
Yeah, that's
So I'll
fair.
say this: they look very good in this game. It's very
Yeah,
positive.
yeah.
But they just have to go to Mexico and win because at the end of the day, Nick, they could win this game 3-0, 4-0. If they lose next game on aggregate, then this game didn't even matter.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like if they score, if okay, if LAFC scores
Yeah,
four
but if they
goals
go there and
tonight
score yeah,
and they score five next game, Cruz Azul, it doesn't matter. Like they lost.
unless they go there and score.
Exactly. But if they don't, though, even if they have a 4 goal lead in this game and they go down, don't score, and then if Cruz Azul scores five, it's over.
No, I
So
understand that. I understand
they
that.
can. I will say this though, LAFC. I'll feel very good if they do not concede a goal in the second half.
You have to be opening your mind a little bit to Mark DeSantos now, though,
I
right?
have to see him win in Mexico.
You have to be opening your mind a
I
little
have
bit
to
on
see.
him
I
right
have to
now,
see
bro.
them win in Mexico.
Stop it.
If they win in Mexico, then he deserves a full fledged apology.
Oh, shut the front door. Really?
Well, if they win in Mexico, yeah, for sure.
I mean, look, he's been handed a gold mine, bro.
I'm trying not to
It's
jinx stuff, man. When you start
it's
opening, you know what I'm saying?
no, I know we're not opening that door. But I'm saying he's been handed a gold mine, and so how do you maintain it? You know what I mean? We talked about this yesterday. It's such a great problem to have. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, and you could see like Boyd was fantastic against Orlando. Walked off a little bit of a ding, but I was worried about not having him on the pitch today. But Schwanier stepped up. I just need him to be more of a dog like Martinez, though. We need him to, be ready to throw that elbow in a little bit when he needs to. And he's not really that guy, you know what I'm saying? But he has had some buttery, beautiful crosses. And I think that's what LAFC is needed, But I'm sort of looking to have Schafferberg come in. I just he really made an impression on me that last game, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he does. You know what I mean? Hey, if he gets the chance to play, you know what I mean?
Hey, real quick before you head out, I want to
Yeah.
ask you one more question. What do you think the score is going to be in the second half?
Um, well, I'm hoping now that it's 2-0. I said I'm satisfied with that, to be completely honest with you. But I would like for us to at least to get another one. So it'd be nice to have a 3-0. Um, but I'm not trying to be greedy either. I want I've stressed it. I want a clean sheet more than anything, bro. So let's don't park the bus. Let's still play our ball and let's go after that next goal, but let's hold the defense down.
I think it's going to finish 2-0. Nick, I got to let you go because I got to read a sponsorship ad real quick. I appreciate you for stopping by, my friend. Good luck to your team. Let's see if they can hold on the second half. And
All
guys,
right,
make sure
brother.
you go check out Nick at the Voice of Black and Gold every Monday night at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Appreciate it, my friend.
All right, man. Have a good one. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you too, my friend. Good job.
Later.
Good night. Okay, real quick, guys. I got to share this real quick. Uh, Hold on one sec. Let me just pull this up. And the second half is officially underway. But real quick, on the wrong thing, let me pull up this MLS real quick. These odds, MLS games this weekend. Let me find this real quick. Where is MLS at? Hold on one second. Let me just pull this up real quick. I'm going to read these odds real quick. All right, guys, before we get in the second half, quick shout out to our today's sponsor, MLS Moves, is brought to you by FanDuel. If you're watching MLS, you already know this weekend slate is loaded, and FanDuel's got some crazy lineups already. Toronto sitting at plus 115, Austin at 130, plus 130 against the Galaxy. And if you're feeling bold, Portland all the way up to plus 340. Or if you want to play it smart, LAFC is coming in at a favorite minus 145. This is one of the weekends where you can go any direction, underdogs, favorites, or stack the parlay and go big. So while you're watching this match, start looking ahead because these lines aren't going to sit there forever. Make sure you guys check out FanDuel, the proud sponsor of this channel, for some great bets and great odds. So I appreciate them for sponsoring the channel, and we'll get back to the game. So very thankful for them. Let's see. Let me pull back up this score real quick. Hold on one sec. What happened here? Share. Here we go. Okay, we're back. All right. Second half is underway. My guy, MLS is moving. Appreciate you. I can guarantee you that the best podcast in MLS is MLS Moves. I appreciate that, my friend. It's not going to be 2-0. Cruz Azul are going to come out trying to score and leave holes in the back for more goals. We'll see. I mean, they're going to have a big second half. They need as many goals as they can. They're going to have a big second half. They really, really need that away goal, Cruz Azul do, just because when they go back to Mexico, they'd like to have one in their bag in case LAFC score, because if LAFC score, it's like scoring a goal and a half. Sonny turned the ball over. I didn't see if they made any substitutions in the second half, though, Cruz Azul. When I was desperate for MLS content a couple years back, MLS Moves was the only option. Will is ahead of the curve. I appreciate that, Michael. Yeah, it does feel like a lot of them have popped up more recently, which I'm glad that we were able to, start this a couple years back. So I definitely appreciate that, my friend. Huge summer. We got the World Cup. We got huge moves coming to MLS, hopefully. A lot of big signings. We'll see what happens. Denis struggling still. And I think this game, the second leg of this match, I want to say is next Tuesday. So I'll be curious to see how LAFC play this weekend to prepare for this game because they want to be as fully strength as they possibly can be for their game against Cruz Azul at Mexico or in Mexico. Because I'm telling you guys, the Mexico curse still lives on. I don't, and that's what I was trying to tell Nick. I'm not trying to be pessimistic or anything, but there is a huge elephant in the room when it comes to MLS playing in Mexico. And I'm just wanting to make sure they have as best of chances possible at winning this. And they're going to have to go on the road and win a big game, or at least make sure that Cruz Azul doesn't score and the score line holds next week in order to advance. And then they're going to have to play Toluca. I'll tell you what, though, I do know Mark Dos Santos' agent. So if he does win Champions Cup or like does something crazy, I'll ask for his number and I'll text him personally and tell him I'm sorry. I will text Mark Dos Santos personally and tell him I'm sorry. If they win Champions Cup, I'll do that. I will send him a message and I will tell him I'm sorry. That's only if they win Champions Cup. Son is not having a good game. He's giving up the ball a lot. I don't think he's having a bad game. I mean, to be fair, they really haven't had possession much this game, LAFC. The first half, I didn't read this because we had Nick on. The first half possession was the first half possession, I want to say, was like 65% for Cruz Azul versus LAFC 35%. And LAFC had 130 passes to Cruz Azul's 300. So Cruz Azul just dominated possession the first half. All right, cross, horrible cross. It goes into Hugo Lloris's hands. I'm really counting on MLS to open the gates in 2027. We'll see. I mean, that's when the CBA ends, so we'll see if they do. That's when the player agreement ends. Yeah, the next CBA is huge and probably be a new general or a new commissioner at that point too. Hugo Lloris is still very good for 39. And that's the thing. Goalkeepers age gracefully. Good goalkeepers do. I mean, he is definitely like one of the better goalkeepers of his generation. I mean, I know people say it wasn't because of him, but he did win a World Cup in 2018 and he went to another final in 2022. So his pedigree, his resume is very impressive. There's only a handful of goalkeepers with that resume. Now, what I'm curious about is how much longer is Manuel Neuer going to play for Bayern Munich? Like, how many more years does that guy have? He's almost 40. I never thought he'd be the starting goalkeeper. Oh, that's a foul. No foul? Let's say that had to be a foul. The guy shoved Son Heung-min down. But, 40 years old is crazy. I mean, how many more years does he have? I never would have thought in 2026, after they won the 2014 World Cup, when he was 29 years old, that he would still be the starting keeper for Bayern Munich at 40, dude. That's crazy. That's crazy. First game was? Yeah, it was a lot like the Miami game for sure. Chad Ochocinco had an on Dodd Garber on his podcast. I saw that. I didn't watch it, but I saw it. Neuer could join Muller in Vancouver. I don't think Manuel Neuer is going to go to Vancouver. He's better than Takaoka, but I don't think they're going to do that. Oh, Son Heung-min, beautiful pass from David Martinez. Can Sonny finish it? I think he's going to lay it off to Denis. He doesn't. He goes right. Oh, that was a beautiful pass by David Martinez, though. Beautiful pass. He's got double teamed. Sonny did. Looking for Denis. Heads it. Wide left. Out of bounds. Going to be a goal kick for Cruz Azul. Denis has been terrible this game. He has not been very good. $53 minutes in, 2-0. We should see Cruz Azul try to play more desperate. They really need this away goal. I think they're not nervous if they don't score in this game. It's a beautiful pass, by the way. But I think they really would like to get this away goal. It would make them feel much more comfortable heading into that second leg. Much more comfortable heading into that second leg. Denis Bouanga. Oh, nice cut. Shoots it right into the keeper's hands. Good defending by Delgado. Good defending by Chouanier, too. Chouanier, great game. Denis, left side. You might be ahead of me. Out of bounds. Going to be Cruz Azul throw in. I'm gonna text DeSantis's manager right now, his agent. His agent sent me the laughing crying emoji when I said that to him. Uh-oh. Dangerous spot. Good clearance by Porches. He actually the Cruz Azul player just clipped Porches. Cruz Azul haven't figured out that they need to stay compact and restrict the space. They're asking for trouble. That's true. Then he looks like he's in a hurry. He does keep it simple. He does too much. He tries to do way too much. How many DPs? You know, he kind of reminds me of Pulisic, what he was doing for the USMNT this last camp. He's trying to play hero ball way too much. How many DP spots has Orlando now with Griezmann? I don't think they have any. They have all three spots are filled now with Griezmann. Pasalic, Martin Ojeda, and then Griezmann are the three DPs for Orlando City. What's going on with the defense? Why is it so good today? Cruz Azul are desperate for goal. I mean, LAFC's defense has been good all year outside of the Alo Alense. Denis. Hard pass to David Martinez, but he's able to keep possession. Plays it back to Tafari. They're probably going to play very defensive, and they're probably going to play more possession ball, I'd say, in the second half. Sit on the ball. LAFC. Cruz Azul's pressing now. Can they get out of the press? Son Heung-min goes around the ref. David Martinez with a little bit of space. He's going to play it out wide probably. No, he doesn't. He's going to take it himself. Oh, David Martinez, baller, dude, with the brace. David Martinez, my God, the coming out game. LAFC is smacking Cruz Azul. Dog walking Cruz Azul. David Martinez, baby. Oh, my God. With the brace. Dog walking Cruz Azul. Wow. David Martinez, man, talk about a guy that came out this year who's been balling out. Special game for David Martinez. I've always been on high on David Martinez. I thought he's very special. He just didn't really fit under Dolo, and I think that Dolo didn't really like him. But what a play! God, Cruz Azul should be ashamed. Now, like I said, they still got to win in Mexico, but this is a great stat. Great way to build a cushion heading into Mexico. Let's go, LAFC. Incredible. They need to make sure they don't score still. One goal could still be dangerous for Cruz Azul. 3-0 would be a great win for LAFC if they can hold this score line and heading into Mexico. Next week's game's gonna be insane. Oof. Oh man. He better be careful. That player was like touching the ref and stuff and getting in his face, screaming at him. He better be careful. Not the guy that got the card, the other guy, but my God. Let's see. I think that was. Well, let's see the replay. Okay, yeah, that could have been bad. I mean, I think that was a little soft. I don't think his boot ever or his cleat touched Porches. So if they shut Cruz Azul out, it's over. I mean, it could be. Ibanez is coming in now. They're bringing in a couple subs. Cruz Azul last ditch effort. He had more space than João Felix there. Are you talking about on the corner? That's funny. And hey, guys, if you're just joining us, make sure you like the stream down below. We still got 30 minutes left plus added time. We're at 57 likes. Let's try to get to 100 likes. We're only 43 away. Also, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We are 529 subs away from 13,000. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Got a post game after this as well. See if these subs can do anything for Cruz Azul. Let's see if it puts a little bit of lead back in the pencil. Horrible cross, horrible pass. Cleared away by Porches. Lost space, returns. What the hell was that? With Son Heung-min and Denis being marked, space is open for Martinez. That's true. He said, I did notice that even when he struck it after the foulery, saved it. He did. This is how Cincinnati won. Tigres came back. They did come back, but I will say this, that LAFC are a better team than Cincinnati. I will say that. Now, Cruz Azul is probably a better team than Tigres, which is true. And I'm not saying they're going to 100% win. There's always a chance, but LAFC are a much better team than Tigres. Segura to Chouanier. Back to David Martinez, but Segura took the ball, turns it over. Tocata shoves him. Cruz needs to calm down and keep it tidy in midfield and attack. They have better skills on the ball and will get a chance we'll get chances on goal. That's what Mr. said too. Need to keep it tighter and oh, too hard of a touch off the chest. Lay off the chest. Goes into Lloris's hands. 64 minutes in. Cruz Azul fan in the stands pretend like he's upset. Or he's probably is upset, but he, acting like he's crying. A lot of Cruz Azul fans too. It looks like there's more people that have poured into this game since it started. It looks a lot more filled. I mean, there's still some empty seats, but it looks a lot more filled than it did originally. Son Heung-min on the ball. Does LAFC have one more in them? If LAFC, that was a blatant push on Schwarnier. Is he getting yellow for that? No yellow for that? Okay. Surprised there's no yellow for that. I mean, just shoved him blatantly in the back. It's crazy. How's that not a yellow? What? That's crazy. Delgado, bad pass. Cruz Azul with the ball. Campos, former LAFC player, boots it deep. Schwarnier, beautiful pass to Delgado. Delgado, look for him. Don Martinez, he's got a hat trick in him. Oh, miss hit out of bounds. Is David Martinez even wearing shin guards? I know they talk about that. I can't remember which former player talked about how they don't wear shin guards. Maybe it was Ronaldo, or OG Ronaldo, right? I think he talked about that, or maybe it was Ronaldinho. It was one of them. But David Martinez is not even wearing shin guards right now. So if he gets kicked in the knee in the shin, he's cooked. Look at it. He's not even wearing socks. That's crazy, man. This guy's it's insane. LAFC needs to get physical. Number 9. Son is more dangerous on the wing. He is a traditional winger. He plays obviously for the left wing for Tottenham, but they're not going to do that because of Denis. And I think Sonny's better on the left wing than the right wing. He can play either one, but he's better on the left wing. LA are just waiting for another counterattack opportunity. How Cruz Azul haven't figured that out baffles me. I agree. It feels like Cruz Azul is just playing the same playbook, even though it's not been working all game long. Oh, that was a beautiful pass. Just not enough on it. Skura knocked it away. Schwarnier. Denis on the left side. Oh, was looking for Sonny, but too much on the pass. Denis. Oh, try to make a nice move, but Campos is able to get to it first. God, the center back for Azul is just kind of looks fatigued. He's just kind of moving around sluggish. The guy with the pinkish orange, neon orange boots, he's walking very sluggish. He looks gassed right now. Looks like David Martinez is coming out for Schaffelberg, it looks like. Yeah, Schaffelberg's coming in for David Martinez. David Martinez, arguably man of the match. Brace, 20-year-old, balling out. Schaffelberg's obviously a good sub with the pace. We'll see what he can do for LAFC. When I played soccer in high school, I often removed shin guards during play until the refs told me to put them back on. If half asleep English bloke can see the problem on TV, how can Cruz Azul's coaches not see it? Maybe I don't know. That's a good question. Cruz Azul, they're like one of the best teams in Liga MX too. So I don't really know what's going on. But I have heard that some Liga MX teams just wait for the game in Mexico before they turn on the Jets. Because that was a miss hit from Tafari, but they wait till the game till Mexico because that's like the big game and they can make up for the deficit in Mexico. I mean, we saw it with Tigres. They were down 3-0 and able to end up winning on aggregate 5-1 or 5-4, but 5-1 in the second leg. Oof. Stav Martinez hurt? He's crying, it looks like. Is he all right? He looked like he took a shot in the shin or something, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, he looks like he's crying. That's not good. Oof. Oof. Tafari clears it. Tafari playing his out of his mind this year. I think he has he always dyes his hair and he'll put like patterns in. I think it says 3252 in his hair. Pretty cool. He has matured a lot. Red card. Who's got a red card? But Denis booted that deep. 71 minutes in. There's still a lot of time left. There's 19 minutes plus add time. There's still a lot of time for Cruz Azul to potentially pull one back. Playing it wide. Headed away by Palencia. Don't know what the hell the Cruz Azul player was doing there. Taking a shot from deep. LAFC fan bragging to his Cruz Azul friend. Oof. Out of bounds. Going to be a throw in for LAFC. Wonder if we'll see any subs from LAFC here in a little bit, besides obviously Schaffelberg for David Martinez. I wonder if we'll see any more just to rest these guys. Cruz Azul fouls to Tim Tillman. Game's getting super chippy. Oh, that guy had his hands around Schwanier's neck. Rotondi. So many Cruz Azul fans. Definitely a foul. I don't know what he was trying to do, kicking the ball like when he was down. If Bouanga and Martinez learned to pass, LAFC would be winning everything. If they had a real number 10, they'd be winning everything. I wish they had a 10. If they had a 10, they'd be looking way better. for this tournament. You know, they've needed a 10 for a minute. Crossing it. Oof, couldn't get a head on it. Goes into Hugo Lloris's hands. 74th minute, 16 minutes plus added time. Lloris just drops over the top to Tillman. Can he get to it? He can't, but Delgado clears up for it. Looks for Schaffelberg, but the pass is too strong. Goes out of bounds. Can be a throw in for Cruz Azul. Martinez has been, I think he meant Martinez has been doing well whole season, but definitely excited for Schaffelberg coming on, showing us what he can do. Good clearance by Porteous. Porteous, man, what a beast in the box. Incredible. Porteous and Tafari, great, probably the best tandem in MLS right now at center back. Yeah, their passing isn't very good. The playmaking's not there, but they're doing just enough. I mean, this game is very, very reminiscent of Inter Miami and LAFC. Even the scoreline's the same. Schaffelberg. Oh, Denis. Looking the wrong way, man. He had Sonny trailing on the right side. He's looking left side. Denis has no vision. Denis not having a good game. He's having a pretty bad game. Schaffelberg foul. Gonna be a free kick. Oof. Struck it way too hard. Out of bounds. Gonna be a goal kick for LAFC. The pass was terrible. It was horrible. I mean, I'm telling you, he has no passing ability. Nathan Rodas, is Nathan Rodas on the bench? I think he is. I think he is on the bench. If there's one thing Schaffelberg can do, it's run at speed. Excuse me. No, he definitely has the pace. Schaffelberg definitely has the pace. I do think he's underrated, Schaffelberg, but he is limited in a sense too. Bad pass by Tillman. So I think what they're saying right now is MLS. Right now, the team with the best chance of hosting the final in MLS is the Galaxy because of goal difference. But we know that's going to change when they play Toluca. Oh, good defending. Good friend of the show says, Park says, "Oh my effing god, when will these low IQ players start reading the game? They wasted at least 3 easy breakaways. Smarten them up, Santos, you clown." Yeah, I mean, the thing that's frustrating about LAFC is it feels like they could be better, but they're like their own worst enemy. It's what it feels like. I feel like if they really need to add some pieces this summer. They really need that playmaker still. Schaffelberg to Segura. Why is Segura so far up? Schaffelberg with the cross. Absolutely no one there. Palencia to Chouanier. Bad pass. Given away. God, if they get a goal here, it's bad news. Getting chippy again. Palencia gets a yellow. '80th minute. 3-0. Coming from the Premier League, this is hard to watch. The IQ level and vision in MLS is not there at all. The basics that we all learn in our youth is the level of vision these supposed pro players are. I just don't think LAFC, yeah, they definitely don't have the players like that. What's the big deal? They're winning 3-0. Cruz Azul still leaving space, but now resorting to shithousery. Campos lays it off. No one's there. Chouanier clears it out for a throw in for Cruz Azul. This is very impressive, though. Like, Cruz Azul are the defending champions of the Concacaf Champions Cup. So they beat Vancouver 5-0 last year in the final. So this is impressive. Horrible cross. Looked like it was deflected maybe by Schaffelberg. Segura's just going to looking for Schaffelberg, but he wasn't able to get to it. Cross. No one's there. Palencia just clears it away, but goes back to Cruz Azul. This is making me nervous a little bit. They're having a lot of chances in the box. Keeping possession. Makes me a little nervous. They even pull one back, guys. It's not good. Oh! Just wide left. I don't know if Hugo Lloris got a hand on that. Let me see. Replay. It looked like he might have got a hand on it. That was close, though. I've seen way too many haunting goals like that over the years. Yeah, Hugo Lloris got a hand on that. It's going to be a corner. Cross again. Uh-oh. Ibanez. Uh-oh. Let's get a little nerve-wracking here. Tillman is not a great player, but he can be a good player if he narrows down his skill set and execute at 100%. If he's playing in the midfield, like as more of an 8 or a 6, I think he'd be better than what he's doing right now. Couple more subs for Cruz Azul. Probably gonna throw the kitchen sink at this. Try to get that one away goal. Seven minutes left plus added time. Park the bus. Yep. On a positive note, I love that Martinez is gaining confidence. You saw it in the last 2 goals. We may have another Bouanga with more accuracy on the shot. I will say this. I'm not saying that David Martinez is at the level of Bouanga right now, but if you look at his skill set, Park, and I agree with you, he has more potential. He's a way more polished player with the ball. Like he's more of an X factor playmaker, right? He can pass the ball. He's got a beautiful foot. he can. I mean, Denny can dribble okay. It's more of his pace, but I think David Martinez has really got the skills. He's technically sound, is what I should say. So. Good defending by Schaffelberg. Dangerous spot. Oh, there could have been a dangerous pass by Cruz Azul. Oh, Denny on the counter. Sonny's making the run. Denny, pass it. There you go. Sonny with the ball. He waited way too long to pass that. Way too long to pass that. Chouanier plays it out wide to Schaffelberg. Schaffelberg tries to cross it. Oh, Denny couldn't get there. That could have been dangerous, though. Could be a crazy finish. This looks like it could be a crazy last 5 minutes. Can you give me a quick game summary? I can't watch the game today. I'm going to do a post-game recap, but LAFC, after the 25 minutes, essentially has looked pretty dominant in this game, and they're up 3-0. David Martinez with the brace. Son Heung-min scores first for LAFC on a pass from Chouanier. Look very, very good so far. Huge statement. I'll have a post game as soon as this is over with, though. I'll do a post game as soon as this game is over. Oh, low into the right, but goes into Hugo Lloris's hands. Martinez just needs to sharpen some of his decision making, but that'll come with experience. I think that David Martinez at 25 years old could be a very special player. Special, obviously not like amongst all the players in the world. I just think he could be a very good player. Like he could play his potential if he figures it all out up here, which I think he will. And he's showing that he could play in almost any league in the world. I'm not saying he play for any team. I'm saying he could play in almost any league in the world, though. That's his ceiling. Lloris boots it deep. 3 people surrounding Denis. Campos keeps it in. Kicks it out of bounds. That's going to be a throw in for LAFC. Bouanga was pretty good transfer. Yeah, he was. I mean, he's been good. No, he has been good overall. Looks like Chouanier's coming out for Terry. Is there another one coming out? I can't see. It look like there's someone to his right. Oh, it's another Cruz Azul sub. Chouanier, good performance by Chouanier. One of his better games for LAFC. Very good game for Chouanier. Bouanga has good goal scoring skills to be playing in Europe, but his passing and low IQ and lack of field vision is atrocious. His pace is his best. He can score and he's got pace, but his vision, his passing, sometimes his dribbling isn't even good. Sometimes his dribbling is very one-dimensional. But that's why he's not playing in a top league. If he had all that, he'd be one of the best players in the world. With his pace is insane. $88 minutes in. I'm going to be curious to see how much added time there is. I mean, there could be 5 minutes of added time in this game. Jude Terry's a homegrown player. See, look at the dribbling there by Denis. Yeah, if he had vision, he wouldn't even play in MLS. He'd be playing in probably the Premier League for one of the top teams or in La Liga or something. He would be one of the best players in the world. If he had vision and passing skills, he'd be incredible. There's so many chances tonight he had where he just did not do anything with it. Bad passes late, no vision, bad passes. Sonny could have maybe had a brace tonight or a hat trick if he kept his head up and made the right play. I'm thinking it's going to be 5 minutes of added time. Ooh. Oh, good clearance by Tafar. That could have been dangerous. I'm still curious what happened to Boudry. I mean, that's concerning. I don't know what happened to him. A lot of players in MLS have poor footballing IQ. That's true. But to be fair, if they did have high footballing IQ, they probably wouldn't be playing in MLS, if we're being honest. Why is it so smoky right now? Terry passes out wide. Denis. Way too late of a pass by Denis. Way too late. He waited till all the defenders catch up in the box. Very disappointing game so far for Denis Bouanga. Oh, Rotondi with a shot right into Hugo Lloris's hands. Curious how many saves he has tonight. Look at that turnover by Denis. Trying to do too much. Way too much. So 3 minutes of added time. So we got like 2.5 minutes left. Lloris has been the best player, I think, for LAFC this year. Consistently best player this year for LAFC. Nathan Ardas is coming on for Son Heung-min. That'll be the last minute for Son Heung-min. Great game for him. He's had a really solid last 2 games, Son Heung-min. He had 4 assists against Orlando City, and now he had a goal against Cruz Azul in a huge matchup. Huge matchup. They really needed to have a performance like this. $40 left. See if Cruz Azul can pull one back. They desperately need a goal. Palencia gets possession. It's going to be a foul on Cruz Azul, though. Rotondi. Is he going to get a yellow for that? Oh, someone just threw a drink at Palencia. Oh, God. People are throwing bottles at Palencia. Wow. Wow. I'm going to record some of this. This is crazy. That's crazy, man, to be throwing stuff at. That's crazy to be throwing stuff at the home player at his own stadium. See if I can get this. Wow. That's crazy. Throwing bottles at LAFC Stadium is crazy. Those people should be banned. Honest, that should be bad. That's bad. That's just terrible. Insane. All right, that's the final whistle. LAFC have beaten Cruz Azul 3-0 at home in the first leg of the Concacaf Champions Cup quarterfinal match. In the driver's seat for this series. We will see what happens. In leg 2. I appreciate everyone who stopped by and watched this with us in this live watch along. There'll be a post game, probably 15 or 20 minutes, maybe even 30 minutes. I'll be dropping a post game. I appreciate everyone who tuned in with us to watch this. Please make sure you guys hit the subscribe button and bell notification before you head out. Just be on the lookout for that. And there might be some more Concacaf Champions Cup watch alongs this week. Also want to mention that FanDuel is presented by, MLS Moves is presented by FanDuel, proud sponsor of the show. Until next time, guys, I will see you all soon.